Good day, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Toku Now podcast. I am your host, Ranger Fan Nate, and thank you for returning to the show all about Toku, anything in the world of Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and Power Rangers. So, on today's episode, I will give you a rundown of my top 3 Toku news stories going on in the world today. Also, my reviews on the latest episode of Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. The Super Sentai series being Zyuohger, Kamen Rider being Ghost. Alright, so, before we get anything, this is my Toku Now news segment. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top 3 stories in the world of Toku, and I'm going to break them down, or just tell you what it is. And let you know this is the news that's happening. It's out there. Go check it out. Look it up. Do whatever you want to do. Alright, so the first news story that I'm going to bring to you guys is that Toei has trademarked their new Kamen Rider series. Now, that's right, people. Get out your blogs, your letters, or whatever. Let the speculation start. Let the fan theories start. So, the new trademark that Toei has put down for the new series is called Kamen Rider X Aid. There are a lot of theories going on around right now about what this new Kamen Rider series can be, but the top theory right now, which I actually think might be the case, is that this will be our first rescue-themed Kamen Rider. Now, we've already had rescue-themed Super Sentai, that being Go-Go 5. So, Kamen Rider finally getting around to a rescue-themed series would be it's pretty interesting. We've already had a car theme that was mixed in with a police theme, so we've had that. But having a rescue-themed Kamen Rider, I think, would be really good. Alright, second news topic of the day. The Green White Ranger Legacy Communicator has been released here in the good old United States. What is the Legacy Communicator, you say? Well, it is basically a replica of the communicator we all loved seeing on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Zeo, even Power Rangers Turbo. Now, this Legacy Communicator, of course, means it is Tommy's communicator. It's interchangeable. You can switch from green to white, whatever you choose. And it is in stores now at Toys R Us. If you can't find it at Toys R Us, I'm pretty sure it's on their website. So go and check that out. If you're into the Legacy items, this might be one that you need for your collection. Alright, our last and final news topic of the day is that the Kamen Rider Ghost and Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger movie teaser trailers have dropped. These are the teaser trailers for their upcoming summer movies. And, right now, they're pretty interesting. The Ghost one is kind of mysterious. They're introducing a lot of movie exclusive riders. There's a white Ghost and then a purple Spectre. But from what this show, the teasers, that something's going to happen in the world. Takeru's going to fight, and it looks like he's going to die. So, it seems. But, it's Kamen Rider. And the Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger teaser, it's your typical Super Sentai teaser. It's their summer film. They go on some zany adventure, and this one's just going to be takes place at a circus. And a circus that has a bunch of Jumen in it. Now, for those who don't know what a Jumen is a character from Zyuohger. Jumen are humanoid animals that live in a parallel part of Earth. And that's where pretty much the bulk of the Zyuohger team comes from. Everybody except the Red Ranger is a Jumen. So, I will put links in the description for each of these news articles. Go check it out. I'll even put the link to the YouTube video with the teasers. And just so you know, all these news I got from TokuNation.com. They are not sponsoring me. They are not telling me to do this. I am giving credit to where credit is due. This is where I found my information, and I'm just pointing it out where I found it. So, if you want to read these news stories and a whole bunch of other news that relates to Toku, go to tokunation.com. You can also join their forums, chat with other people there. But yeah, you want your Toku news? Toku Nation is where you go. So remember that, tokunation.com. That's where I got this information. Go check them out. All right, so like I said, what I'm going to do with this podcast is I'm going to give my reviews of the latest episode of Zyuohger, Ghost, and Power Rangers. So, only getting 2 reviews today because, well, Power Rangers is on its break and there's no new episodes. So, right now, I'm going with Zyuohger and Ghost, and I'm going to give you my reviews on this past week's episode. Not the ones that were released by fan subs this week because I don't feel like doing 2 reviews. I'm a little behind, but you might get this another episode of this podcast a lot sooner. But a week ago. Okay, so the episodes I'm going to review today are Zyuohger episode 17 and Kamen Rider Ghost episode 34. Alright, so start off with Zyuohger episode 17. In this episode, I'm not going to do spoilers. I'm just going to give you a quick overview. In this episode, the Zyuohgers have to deal with the monster who has a certain type of power that he puts these cards on people's heads. And they have to go around stopping them because, minor spoiler, that if 2 people who come close to each other and they have the same card, they both get, I guess, electrocuted. So the Zyuohgers have to figure out a way to stop this and also stop the monster. Now, the reason why this episode is really important is because we finally get our 6th Ranger. He is called Zyuoh the World. I know that's, Zyuoh the World. When you see him, you'll kind of get an idea why they call him that. But he's Zyuoh the World. But in the episode, in the show right now, they just call him the World. And let me tell you this right now. Little spoiler, but if you like your evil Rangers, if you like when they bring in an evil Ranger, then you're gonna like the World. I mean, this dude is one tough SOB. When he fights the Zyuohgers, it's one-sided. I'll give you that. It's one-sided. The Zyuohgers get their asses handed to them. So, I mean, basically, it is a great entry to the introduction of 6th Ranger. We finally got back to introducing the 6th Ranger between episodes 17 and 20, which is typically where they start introducing them. It kind of got weird with them introducing their 6 Rangers, like, real early, like within 10 episodes of the series. Tokuger, they followed the line of the 6th Ranger showing up later on, but Zyuohger, they're back to it, and yeah, definitely check out this episode. I give it an A. You need to see it. Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger. Go to your local, find your fan subsites online, anywhere you can. Try to find this episode. I won't tell you which ones because you got to do that yourself. But I have seen it, and it's an A+ for me. Definitely one of the best episodes of Zyuohger. The next episode looks even better. So go check out episode 17 of Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger. You will not be disappointed. All right. So next series, Kamen Rider Ghost, episode 34. It is tough. I mean, Ghost has been up and down for me. I don't know where to go with Ghost. I mean, it seems like he's getting his powers a lot faster, but it's kind of let's just put it this way, and he's gotten his ultimate form, like his final form, and he doesn't like change into it in this episode, but he gets close to it. So, basically in this episode, they have to stop the Ganma from. The Ganma have people trapped in their dreams, and Takaru, Akari, Alan, Makoto, they all have to go into the dream world and stop the Ganma. And they go in there. All of them get sidetracked except for Takaru because he's a ghost. And so they go in there. Also, there's a plot line with the Grim Icon, which it can do with or without, but that's what it's there for. But yeah, so Sorry about that. Gotta take a little swig of water. Throat gets dry talking for so long. But yeah, Ghost. They fight. At the end of the episode, we get a teaser of his final form. The next episode, that's when we fully get introduced to the final form. So, Ghost episode 34. I mean, if you've kept up with Ghost by now, it's like I can't tell you to stop watching it, but you know, it's an okay episode. It's not great. It's a typical Kamen Rider episode, but yeah, check out Ghost episode 34. I'd give it about a B minus. It's okay, but some plot lines in it are not very pertinent to the plot line in my opinion. But yeah, so those are the reviews of the latest episodes. I know it's not latest, but we'll get to that. Yeah, go check out Zyuohger and Ghost. So a lot of you probably want to know, like, why isn't he starting from the beginning? Give us a review of all the way up to now. Well, if I did that, then this podcast would be a lot longer than I want it to run. I want to keep it under 15 minutes, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to end it off here. Let you guys know that about a little something going on right now in the world of Power Rangers. If you haven't heard, a lot of veteran Rangers are putting together this independent movie. And I'm talking about a lot of veteran Rangers are putting together this movie called The Order. Now, I've seen the trailer. It looks badass. They got a lot of good old school Rangers in there. They even got some current ones, newer ones. Yoshi Sudarso, Koda from Dino Charge is going to be in it. Azim Rizek from Megaforce is in it. So, I mean, you gotta go check this out. Go check out their Indiegogo page. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's The Order. If you can, support. If you can't, just put it out there. Share it with your friends. Share it in the Power Rangers community. They're not telling me to do this. I'm saying it on my own because I want to see this movie get made. And from what I've seen, they are halfway to their goal, the amount of money they need to make this movie go. But I have heard that no matter, even if they don't reach their milestone, they're still going to get this in the works. This is for the fans. And it's almost as shocking to see how many veteran Rangers have come together to do this for the fans. It is amazing. So, one final quick thought before I go is my Toku question of the week. And my question is when did you guys first get introduced to Super Sentai or Kamen Rider? Well, matter of fact, Power Rangers. If you're if you weren't there when Mighty Morphin started, or what? So, in the comment section below, put your answer. If you got questions for me, you want questions answered on this podcast, I'll gladly put your questions down. Also, if you are not a subscriber, click the subscribe button. I am on the verge of starting up my videos again. I'm got 2 videos that are prime ready to be uploaded, but I'm missing some key components. Waiting for Dino Charge to get back, but till then, watch my other videos. Click the like button, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and keep listening to the Toku Now podcast. Thanks, guys, and remember, may the power protect you, and have a great week. Until next time, guys, I will catch you later.